Landmines and jellyfish, welcome back to Knives I Guess, and whoo, boy howdy, hell of a video so far, huh? But do me a favor and hit that like button to the terrorists win, and I'm checking my email the other day, and who should reach out to me but HX Outdoors, and they asked if I wanted to take a look at the ROK Apex fixed blade. Now, I don't normally do fixed blades, but this thing's got something going on that really sold me on it. So, let's get in here and take a look at it. Gimme. Time! Okay, so we have got black G10 handles right here. We have got 3.8 inches of DC53 steel, and these are $89.99 on their website. And again, I'm going to mention this stuff because I did send it in to check out. Now, someone sending something in for me to check out doesn't leave me beholden to them for a good review, but we are taking a look at this thing because of reasons. And we do have a lanyard hole on a back bolster right here. Ooh, a nice little kanji. Hey, I just now noticed that. But, yeah, so they reached out to me, they asked if I wanted to check it out, and the thing that sold me on this was the DC53 steel. We haven't had DC53 on the channel yet, so I wanted to get some DC53 for edge retention testing. I had never heard of DC53 before they reached out to me about this bad boy. DC53 is supposed to be D2+, like D2 with a little bit of extra spices thrown in, so I am very excited to see about that. And I will say, like right out the gate, like I'm not a fixed blade guy because I can't carry one day in and day out. Otherwise, I would. Believe me, if I could carry one day in and day out and carry one at work, I'd be all about it. But, you know, in the hand, this thing feels really comfortable in all of my grips, especially this one right here. This feels like my hand is pretty well protected from getting chewed to pieces by the corner right here. Everything is chamfered. Ooh, there's that $5 word. Everything is chamfered over really well. Everything feels good on this thing. It's got a nice weight to it. The weight on it feels really good. It looks like the balance is, give or take, the balance point is right about there on the handle, give or take. So, really nice. And this thing came with, and this is not new to you guys, but it's new to me. It came with a ferro rod, which I really like seeing, and it feels like a pretty nice ferro rod. I haven't had ferro rods before because, again, not a fixed blade guy. I'm not an outdoors guy. I'm a concrete cowboy. So, it's pretty cool to have. But I go in there and I look at the ferro rod, and from watching other bushcraft videos and stuff like that, I'm like, this needs a sharp spot, and everything feels really nicely crowned over. Like, these edges are broken down really nicely. Like I said, they got a chamfer. Ooh, that's another $5 word I throw in for free for you guys. I'm too kind to you. But, you know, I'm looking around, and then I see the little campfire right here. I was like, oh, they put a sharp spot on the spine for the ferro rod. They put a sharp spot on the spine for the ferro rod, and it's amazing how much of a mess a ferro rod leaves behind. Like I said, I haven't had one of these before. This is all new to me, but I'm really excited to have it. And now one of the cool things is if I have to do outdoor stuff, especially if I get a chance to go camping again, I've got something I can grab because this thing feels really solid. This thing feels really good in the hand. It feels really solid. I can't wait to test out that DC53 on the edge retention testing. And of course, we have got the Kydex sheath right here with the leather strap and clip on it. So, the retention on the Kydex sheath is reasonable. That's a reasonably strong pull. I'd be very confident that even without the clip right here, it's not going to go anywhere. I have made some Kydex sheaths before, and this thing is locked in. It ain't going nowhere. I have made some Kydex sheaths before, and if you look right here, we've got the drain hole on it, so it's not going to hold moisture on you. But, you know, I've made Kydex sheaths before, and I've made them a little bit tighter than this is, sometimes to my own detriment, but this really doesn't feel bad. The pull on it is not too bad at all. It's a strong pull. It's staying locked in. Now, let's see how the factory edge is doing, because I haven't taken a look at that yet. That's a decent factory edge, not the best we've ever seen, but it's a decent factory edge. All right, so let's get out the electronic edge sharpness tester and let's take a look at this thing and see how she's doing. And of course, the electronic edge sharpness tester was provided by you guys through your channel memberships and your super chat donations and what have you. I'll say it every time. I thank you for the support. I will always be grateful. But let's take a look at it. And in case you haven't seen one of these before, because there are new eyes on the channel, it measures the number of grams of force it takes to cut through this calibrated test clip. The lower the number, the better. I got a feeling this is going to be on the higher side. But, you know, you got some pretty thick geometry right here. Like, this is a nice flat grind. There's a reasonably wide bevel. You got a swedge right here instead of a flat. You've got a little bit of a compound grind going towards the tip. So let's see where we're sitting. Like I said, I got a feeling it'll be on the high side, but this is also a fairly thick piece of steel. 213. 213 is more than good enough. You know, I've seen a lot of factory edges come in around 200. I prefer seeing them 150 to 175. But 200 is not too shabby. That gives me a little bit of confidence that this thing can take an edge very well and be sharpened up really well. And I got a feeling I'm going to be hogging off a lot of material if I want to get it down to 17 degrees per side, which we're going to have to do for Cardboard Slayer. I'm really excited about Cardboard Slayer with this thing and seeing how it does. We haven't done DC53. I've mentioned it before. I am interested to see what hopped up D2 looks like. And yeah, like I said, like I don't really do fixed blades a whole lot, so I can't really extrapolate too much more from this that I haven't really gotten into with you so far. But I will link off to this thing on Amazon and link off on their website. That's something that they asked for when they sent it in. And these things are $89.99 on their website. So I'll let you decide whether or not that's a stellar value for you. I will say I like the kanji on the back. I'm not sure if that's a serial number or what, but what have you. But the lanyard hole on the, it's like we got a solid piece of steel. We got a full tang right here. And it looks like we have got forged into it a bolster down here on the back, or a butt cap. There is a butt cap for smashing things. So that's also nice for smashy smashy. Now, you could probably drive a nail in with this thing, but I'm not even going to try, because if you miss, that is a nail head going into your hand. I don't know why guys do that, but no. I don't trust my hand-eye coordination that much, gentlemen. And like the two ladies that watch. So yeah. I can't really think of a whole lot else to add about this. Like, y'all are kind of getting the first look at this thing with me, and the only thing we're going to do with this going into the future is going to be torture testing it on Cardboard Slayer and seeing how that does. Really looking forward to that. But yeah, here we have the HX Outdoors Rock Apex Fixed Blade Knife. Looks good, feels good. It's got a lot of cool toys on it, and a lot of stuff that's pretty standard issue for a bushcrafting knife. And I got a feeling that this is kind of aimed at bushcrafting. But if I ever get a chance to go camping with it, you bet your sweet bippy I'm going to do it. But all that being said, thanks for looking at my crap. Subscribers, you guys are awesome. I'll keep coming in. I appreciate you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We got live streams, regular videos. There's plenty of activities. Comments, I love some feedback. Let's say thank you to HX Outdoors for sending this in for us to take a look at. Let me know what you think about this thing or anything else. And all that being said, y'all have a nice day.